Hey gang, today I want to talk pretty brief. I'm going to try to make it quick. There's a lot of videos that I found on YouTube that rebuttal and go against different martial arts styles. A lot of people may say, oh, karate is junk, it doesn't work anymore. Well, I understand where they're coming from. Maybe the techniques are not like MMA, obviously. If you think that you're going to win a fight using any of these different arts, I really think that you are going about it the wrong way, because when we practice martial arts, we're not trying to become big fighter people. Unless you are training to become a professional fighter for a living, martial arts is really a lifestyle to help keep one conditioned and in shape, and you're always bettering yourself. It's not to become a big bad fighter man, okay? That's not what it's for. Unless, like I say, you are going to become a professional fighter for a living, you want to do this for a living, then you will want to probably train most likely in MMA, a lot of that type, brutal type of fighting. Karate and Taekwondo. This is it's a sport, like sport karate. Taekwondo, it's a sport. It's also self-defense. We don't want to forget that it is self-defense, but it's more geared as a sport. And I encourage anybody who is interested in martial arts to go pursue it. The thing here is you gotta know what your goals are. Not every martial arts school is the same. You have some that are very intense, and they work hard, and these schools will really make you a winner. And there are other schools that are just not really gonna get you very far. Some schools don't have many adults. You may only have one or two adults. And in that school, those couple of adults may not be good for you. They may not be a good training partner for you, because they may not be very good at martial arts. Not everybody is good at what they do, and not everybody is going to be a good partner for you. So not every school is going to be good for you. You're going to have to go out and find what works for you. The other issue is where you live. There's not always going to be a school in your area. Or there may be 5 or 6 schools in your area. So you're going to have to, like I said, really find which one is best for you. Now, about the arts, there's a lot of different arts, karate and taekwondo. Those are the biggest. You got jiu-jitsu, which is really popular amongst adults. You got a lot of other kung fu Aikido, ninjutsu, all these. There's a lot of different arts. So you kind of want to do your homework. It's all in what your goals are. You got to want to do your homework to do what you're looking to achieve. Karate and Taekwondo, like I said, are the biggest. Now, Taekwondo is all foot kicking. The Koreans believe that the leg is the most strongest part of the body. So why not emphasize that as the main thing? Okay, I understand that. Karate, they do a lot of hard blocks. A lot of like one punch, one block. It's very, very old school. It's great for kids. For a new person who's never done martial arts before, I would always say start with karate or taekwondo. I had a lot of fun in taekwondo. I really did. And when your coach is good at holding the targets for you and you can do kicking combinations, it's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun doing it. I've also had a lot of fun in karate, though kata is not really my thing. If I was going to do kata, it wouldn't be empty-handed. I would do a weapons kata. I don't know why. Karate's kind of funny. They have empty-handed katas. They're all very old and they're designed a certain way. And I gotta respect these katas. I am not a kata person. I've never really been into kata, but weapons kata, yes. I don't believe anybody is going to go to battle empty-handed. If you do, you're going to lose because most people go to battle with weapons. Nowadays, well, since the last 100 plus years, they go with a gun. But before the gun, they used to bring their farming tools. And believe me, they were very effective, I'm sure, because these peasants or slaves, they had to work these tools every day, all day, gaining upper body strength, and they could do some cool things with these tools. So when it came to defending themselves, I have total faith that they were good. And when when they got attacked by the Japanese, I believe the Japanese invaded with their swords, while the Koreans, the Chinese, they didn't have blades that nice. Of course, the Japanese, they had real nice swords, but the Chinese, the North Koreans, the Koreans, the Koreans, they didn't have swords like the Japanese had, so they had to use what they had, which was their farming tools. Very brief history. I'm not going to get into it anymore. But, gang, I just want to say, before this goes over 10 minutes, don't pay any attention to any of these videos or any of these guys who are picking different martial art styles apart and explaining to you why they're junk or why they don't work. or why you're wasting your time doing that. Everything gives you something that you can learn from. You can learn from everything. Matter of fact, the reason why Bruce Lee was so good is because he took everything that he liked from all the different styles, from all the different teachers that he's learned from over his time. He picked all the best techniques that he thought were the best. Okay? Put them together, and Bruce Lee came up with an incredible fighting style. Now, it's up to you to decide what techniques you find work, what you need to do for you. If you have a brain for martial arts, you're going to go there and you're going to learn what's good. You're going to also be taught a lot of things that aren't really important, but in the great scheme of everything, it's all good stuff. And really have fun. Have fun at it. I actually miss going. My favorite was Taekwondo. You know, like I said, I had a lot of fun doing that. After that, I did a little karate, and I did some kickboxing, and I did some Kali. Now, Kali is Filipino stick fighting. Obviously, it's not going to be a stick in real life. It would in reality it would be a blade of some sort, and it's a lot of manipulation and redirects with attacks at the same time. Very cool stuff. Kali, my favorite. And I miss Kali. I really do want to start going back. My other favorite thing to do was kickboxing. If you're to ask me, you need to be involved in a couple of different things. You're not going to achieve everything you want out of your karate school or your your taekwondo school is only going to teach you kicks. They don't punch. Karate, same thing. They do these old blocks, these hard blocks that, these top blocks, these old school blocks that, they work, but it doesn't just stop with that. There's follow-ups, and that's what Kali is so good for. Yes, you're meeting the force, but you're not just meeting the force, you're meeting it, redirecting it, and following it up with a strike. So it's more effective. I would say that if you were looking to build a good martial art routine, it would be whatever art it is. Whatever you're into is great. Nothing wrong with any of it. Do what you can to pick the best school around you, and while you're at that, you also need to pick up kickboxing because it's good cardio, and you're going to learn how to punch like a boxer. I think the greatest self-defense, obviously, is a hand with a weapon. If you got a weapon, anybody with a gun, but look, if you're going to be empty-handed, me personally, I think that boxing, old school boxing, if you can fight and you can punch combinations, you got it. I mean, you can do fancy throws and fancy kicks, but really, I mean, when it comes down to it, somebody is going to come up and just start throwing haymakers at you. You got to get in close, and you got to be like a boxer and just hit him with 3, 4, 5 combo, you know. If that doesn't knock him out, you might take a hit. Hey, boxers can take a hit. They take a lot of hits. But when it comes for that second round of combo punch, you know, jab cross, hook cross, they're probably going to go down. I mean, there's only so many hits to the head, to the face that anybody's going to take. So boxing, yes. Kickboxing, it's going to get you there. You're going to learn the combinations. You're going to build upper body strength by training with a trainer, and your partner, if he's a good partner and you're not just working with a dumbass, they're also going to hit you too. So you're going to have to bob and weave or high cover and counter with some more punches. And there's going to be some kicks in there. Kickboxing is the greatest thing. It is the greatest thing. So make sure that you have fun, above all. Have fun learning your art. Take what you can. Leave out what you don't need. Always respect your coach or your master, your teacher, whoever is, because they've earned it. And make sure that you get some kickboxing time in on top of your regular martial art as well. That's all I've got for you today. That's my idea. Do not ever pay any attention to these guys that this shit talk about, oh, this doesn't work and this martial art is stupid, or you're not wasting your time. You're not wasting your time. You are bettering you. It's you that you are trying to rise above. It's only you who's holding yourself back. You are only up against yourself to get better. To get better, it is you against you. Nobody else. Nobody else matters. None of their talk matters. None of their opinions matter. It's just you against you. And I hope that you got something out of this. Have a great day.